Step 3. Placing interior doors and windows. In this step, we will add interior doors and windows to the project. We will use ArchiCAD's Snap Grid and Construction Grid system, as well as the nudge feature to move multiple elements with predefined distances using the arrow keys of the keyboard. Activate the first preset view located in the Interior Doors and Windows folder of the Navigator view map. Activate the Door tool in the toolbox. Activate the Door 3 favorite in the Favorites palette. Create the door by clicking at the points of label 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3 in this order. After clicking at the point of label 1.1, you'll need to click once more to specify in which direction the doors will extend. A third click then defines the opening direction of the door in the wall. Always activate the favorites called for by the view names. Activate the next preset view in the Navigator view map. Create the door by clicking at the points of label 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3 in the same manner as you did before. Continue creating the doors by activating preset views 4.3.3 to 4.3.18. Activate the favorites called for by the view names, and click on the points called for by the labels. Door 5 and Door 7 are created by first specifying the center. In that case, just 2 clicks are enough for the creation of the door. The first specifies the location, while the second specifies the opening direction. We will now continue with the creation of windows. Activate the 4.3.19 Window preset view from the view map. Activate the Window tool from the toolbox. Activate the Window 1 favorite in the Favorites palette. Make sure that the sill anchor is set to the ground floor in the info box. Create the window called for by the labels. The first click defines the center of the window, while the second defines the orientation of the window. Continue creating the windows by activating preset views 4.3.20 to 4.3.25. Activate the favorites called for by the view names, and click on the points called for by the labels. Create the last window, this time on the third floor, by activating preset view 4.3.26 from the view map. Activate the corresponding favorite called for by the view name. Click on the anchor pop-up list in the info box and activate the Select Story option from the list. Select Third Floor from the story list. Click on the points called for by the labels to insert this window on the third floor. We now need to move a couple of doors away from wall corners to make their correct placement possible. Activate the 4.3.27 Nudge Left preset from the view map. We will use the nudge command to move every door at least 50 millimeters away from the wall corner so the wall frame and trim can fit. Select the View Grid Options Grids and Background menu item to open the Grids and Background dialog. This dialog contains grid definitions that can help you construct elements faster using modular dimension grids to speed up the process. The Nudge command uses the distance settings of the Snap Grid and Construction Grid. The Snap Grid is currently set to 50 millimeters, while the Construction Grid is set to 2000 millimeters. Click Cancel to leave the dialog. Select the doors pointed to by the labels by shift-clicking at the end of their marker lines one by one. Press Shift plus Left once to nudge the selected doors towards the left. Click elsewhere to deselect the doors. All 5 doors have moved to the left 50 millimeters. Activate all other preset views from 4.3.28 to 4.3.33. Select the doors pointed to by the labels, and perform the nudge operation in the direction called for by the view name. Our last task in this chapter is to copy the interior partition walls, as well as the doors and windows placed into them, from the ground floor to the first and second floors. Activate the last preset view from the Navigator view map to go to the ground floor. Activate the Marquee tool from the toolbox. Make sure the single floor selection method is activated in the info box. Draw a selection rectangle from label 1.1 to label 1.2. Select the Edit, Find, and Select menu item to bring up the Find and Select dialog. Select Wall as the value of the element type criteria. Click Add and set Layer for criteria. Alt-click on Windows or Option-click on Mac one of the interior partition walls to transfer its layer setting to the Find and Select dialog. Click the plus button in the lower right corner of the dialog to add all elements meeting the criteria. All walls within the marquee area and placed on the interior partition layer will be added to the selection. Select the Edit Copy menu item to copy all the selected partition walls to the clipboard. Select View, Navigate, Stories, Go Up a Story to go to the first floor. Close the Find and Select palette. Select Edit Paste from the menu to paste all interior walls. Click outside the appearing marquee area to accept the paste operation. Go up to the second floor and paste the elements similarly. All interior partition walls and stairs are now placed into the building. This concludes Chapter 4.